telling war stories. That image has to change and change dramatically. Service organizations need to be exactly that, service organizations, and not a bunch of old men sitting around drinking beer.
Understood.
Yeah, let's be doing it.
And that's a problem because most of the people, vets in this room right now, when we were serving got out, it wasn't cool to be a vet, was it?
Oh, no.
2001. Now
And
you can be proud to be a vet, but up until about 2002, 2003, you didn't know who was a vet most of the time because we wouldn't wear anything like that or
Oh,
go
no.
out in public. Because it wasn't cool. It was just,
we were vets for being a vet was cool.
yeah.
Still Texas, I can tell you from my own, from coming from California to here, there's a difference in the way veterans are treated geographically. Because when I came from California, I have never been treated as a veteran the way that I was when I got to Texas. And I was quite literally kind of like shocked that someone walked up to me and said, "Thank you for your service."
Well, I will say this about, especially about the Austin community vets. This is the strongest area in the nation for veterans to cooperate with veterans. The service organizations, through the coalitions that we have in this state, in this town, primarily in this town, work better together than any place I have ever seen in my life. And so we're in the right place to do what we want to do.
Okay, that's great.
So the numbers show Texas has about 10,000 to 15,000 organizations assisting the military throughout Texas. And those numbers fluctuate due to grants getting lost or being upheld. The next closest state is California with 6,000 to 8,000. So we lead the nation pretty much in all veteran services and all help throughout the United States. Texas is unparalleled. We already have the governor's council, the general's council. You look at other states, they're barely developing a system to get all their generals in to talk to the governor on military issues. We've been doing this forever. Okay, we've got the Bill Wilson runs the military and installations. He's the director of that part, and they hold the Senate meetings with all the state agencies going in there, reporting to the senators on what's happening with their programs. No other state even has that. I think there's 4 that have it in the whole United States. So I don't want anyone to think in this room, we lead in everything already. I don't even want to make it, our Health and Human Services, or everything. We lead in everything. This is the #1 state in the whole nation. Guaranteed. Go ahead.
But I just want to say, all right, so the point I think that we are at right now is we're looking for the people on high, the congressional people and the senators to do it for us. They're not going to do it for us because they're not of our culture. We got to do it. And it just comes down to old-fashioned caring and old-fashioned giving of yourself, of what you've got to make this happen. And then, when we do that, and when they see what's happening, that's when everybody will come along with a bucket and start bailing. Let's move on.
45 years ago, I was a member of an elite unit of Marine snipers. And we were TO 35 people, but because of attrition and what have you, we operated as few as 15, at which time I was in charge of that platoon. I was the old man, and so I went home after my tour. 2 of my boys went home to kill themselves. And so I always felt responsible for those kids. And so I looked into what happened to them when I found that out. I got as many as I could, and found out that none of them knew. Well, at that time there really wasn't anything out there for us. This was 1970, and in the 70s. So suicide was, you said life is precious. It isn't to all of us. It wasn't to us. We considered ourselves dead when we left the perimeter. That it's easy to go out there when you're dead, because it's over with. So, it's hard to get that back. So when my men killed themselves, I understood it. And the only reason I'm not dead is because I made friends with my ghost and was able to turn it and around and help some other people. I pulled a pistol out of the guy's hand before. Because I said, look, if you can convince me that this is the thing to do, let's both die. Well, so, we didn't do it, obviously. But we only have each other, and my generation doesn't have the resources that are available to the new guys. For one thing, we're entrenched. I'm used to PTSD. I draw strength from it. You can't kill me because I'm dead. So I don't know where you go for my people. I don't know what you can do. I think this is a great idea. I just think you need to target, somehow figure a way to target Vietnam veterans. I don't know how that is. Maybe what you said, entertaining. Sneak up on them, Entertain them and then slip in something, hey, if you need some help, here it is. But I've always thought suicide was an option. And again, I don't know what to do with it.